Okay, today we're going to do keys to success number 65, relaxation techniques. And who needs a relaxation technique, right? So we're going to do relaxation techniques today. I'm Dr. Rutherford, certified functional medicine practitioner, chiropractor.
Dr. Randall Gates, also a chiropractor as well as a board-certified chiropractic neurologist.
When we first start, and a lot of people don't remember back when they first start, or I go through the initial generalities of what the treatment's going to look like. And I'll usually, when we're going through brain exercises in attempting to explain with some clarity how this overfiring sympathetic nervous system, this fight-flight mechanism, sympathetic dominance, there's a lot of names for it, where your brain's going a million miles an hour, it needs to be shut down so that you can stay well, not just get better, but stay well. Generally in the beginning, I'll explain that that's what the red or blue or green glasses are for the first day, to try to see if we can get a change in that mechanism. But there are other techniques that Dr. Gates has found to be very effective consistently across the board in a substantial number of patients. And so we've kind of had to request this to maybe to share some of those. If you've watched our other 64 keys to success, I'm sure a handful of times along there or more, we have probably indicated that one of the things that might throw your recovery off is having a stress response. And the stress response can do a lot of things. It can exacerbate an immune response. It can cause a little bit of brain fog. It can create a gut problem temporarily and those types of things. And if you understand that and get to this early enough, or maybe use one of these techniques, or if the technique doesn't work, call us or something like that, then you can dampen that down right away. It's kind of it's a tool because stress is part of our life now, at least here in this country today during this period in time. And so to have some tools to be able to prevent stress from getting out of control and or handle it a little bit when it gets there could be a big part of you staying better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely. So to basically capitalize on what Dr. Rutherford said, these techniques will seem simple, but they're incredibly powerful.
Yeah, they are.
Very, very powerful. And in essence, just going right to it, what you do is you sit down, or you can be lying down on your back. We call that lying supine. And for all intents and purposes, I'm going to do the movement with my hands, but you're going to do this with your feet. The reason why we move the feet is that the feet are right next to the stress area in your brain.
Send back signals.
So, exactly. So just think of it as real estate. The feet are in a lot right next to the lot, which is your stress. And so frequently you'll see people who are under stress. What do? They move their feet. They're wiggling their leg. They're jumping their leg up and down because they're under stress. They're actually trying to diffuse that stress through basically an involuntary mechanism that they were not aware of. So we can use movements of the feet to help facilitate getting rid of stress. And our clinical experience has worked incredibly well. And what they talk about in neuroscience is basically linear, non-complicated motions help to shut off the brain. What that really means is like doing a bicep curl for longer than 45 seconds helps to shut off the brain. If you're drawing the alphabet, if you're shooting free throws, if you're serving a tennis ball, it takes a lot of neurological activity and activates many different areas of your brain to do those tasks. Whereas tapping your feet actually is going to put your brain kind of to sleep after doing it for some time. And the good part about this is that you're putting the area of your brain to sleep right next to the stress area. So it's kind of a way to use visual imagery to let stress flow out of your feet. And that's really important to do when you're doing this task. Or if you're angry, envision the anger flowing out of your feet. And keep doing this until you feel calm and that the stress and the anger have subsided. And that may be in 2 minutes. That may take 15 minutes, depending on your situation and where you're at mentally,
but you're laying
emotionally
down
at that time, sitting or laying down.
or sitting.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're not. So the 15 minutes isn't like you're going to be fatiguing muscles.
No, you shouldn't be there forever. And so simply you're sitting down or you're laying down, and what you're going to do is you're going to tap your feet 1 time per second. And then while you do this, you breathe in for 4 seconds and you breathe out for 7 seconds. And you continue that breathing pattern as you continue to tap your feet. Now, if things are really severe, I may tell you, okay, we need to do this with red glasses on or blue glasses on. Or I may even have you get the quote unquote John Lennon looking glasses that you've seen in our office that have red lenses on one side and blue lenses on the other. And I might tell you to use those in a specific combination. But in essence,
And those glasses do what?
those glasses decrease the frequency of light stimulation to a part of your brain called the midbrain, which is where most of your stress responses originate from. So using those glasses, we've had tremendous success. And so many patients come back and say, man, I feel really almost sleepy after treatment. Well, really what they're feeling is that they're feeling relaxed for once, and they've never really felt that way, or they haven't felt that way in a good period of time. Because so many people are used to just being in that go, go, go mode, mind racing, always behind, always speeding from one place to the next. And these exercises are really designed to facilitate you getting out of that fight flight mode and into the rest and digest mode. So that's it. So if you have any questions, let us know. But simply you tap your feet 1 time a second, you breathe in for 4 seconds, out for 7 seconds. You keep doing that. And we appreciate you watching Key to Success 65.
Yeah, and I'll just say, what I found doing these types of exercises, the more you do them, the quicker they work.
Right.
And so it's just to let you know. So Keys to Success number 65. See you next week.